Good day, everyone. Thank you for participating. I hope you will learn from my PowerPoint presentation entitled Online Assessment Through Google Forms. Before we start, using Google Forms requires the user to sign in his or her Gmail account so that the Google Forms he or she is creating will be saved from his or her Google account, such as Google Drive. So first, let's define what is Google Form. Google Forms is a web-based app used to create forms for data collection purposes. Students and teachers can use Google Forms to make surveys, quizzes, or event registration sheets. The form is web-based and can be shared with respondents by sending a link, emailing a message, or embedding it into a web page or blog post. Data gathered using the form is typically stored in a spreadsheet. Although there are other online survey apps, Google Forms is an excellent free option. Here are the 5 reasons to use Google Forms. Number 1. Create surveys to meet curriculum objectives. The great news is that Google Forms can help your students meet curriculum requirements. Your students will be able to pose a meaningful research question, select a sample group from the population using an appropriate sampling technique, design a questionnaire without question bias, administer the survey, analyze the data using graphs, data tables, and pivot charts, and draw conclusions from the data. Google Forms is a useful tool for meeting objectives. Number 2. Ask various types of questions. Google Forms allows you to ask both open-ended and closed-ended questions. You can use drop-down menus, multiple choice, checklists, rating scales, and short answers text boxes to gather data. Number 3. Apply validation options to control data entry. Data validation is a rule applied to data entry to make sure that the information is correct and or useful. Google Forms offers many options for controlling answers provided by respondents, such as questions can be set to required to prevent respondents from skipping a question. A number or text can be restricted to a specific entry, character, count, or range. Validation options provided by Google Forms help to improve the quality of the data recorded. Number 4. Create professional-looking forms using themes. Google Forms helps you create a professional-looking form. Themes are available, allowing you and your students to select from over 20 preset designs. In addition, a custom option promotes creativity. One feature I like is the ability to set the page background. You can upload a picture, take a snapshot, or load an image from a URL or Google Drive to create a custom look. Number 5. Multiple ways to administer forms. Google Forms lets you and your students collect data using multiple methods. A form can be included in the body of an email. A link can be generated, allowing respondents to answer the questions using a web-based form. As well, if a paper or pencil method is preferred, the form can be converted into a PDF file using Google Form. How to use Google Form. There are 3 steps in using Google Form. Step 1. Set up a new form or quiz. Step 2. Edit and format a form or quiz. Step 3. Send your form for people to fill out. In step 1, to set up a new form or quiz, go to forms.google.com. Then, click blank add button. Then a new form will open. Go to forms.google.com. On your web browser, just type the forms.google.com in the address bar at the top page of the browser and hit enter. After doing that, you will be directly sent to the website of the Google Forms. In creating a form, just click the Add button in the lower right corner of the page. As you can see, there is a button again that says Create New Form. Just click it. After you've clicked it, you will see a new form will be open. Step 2. To edit and format a form or quiz, you must edit your form based on your own perspective. Create a quiz with Google Forms by inserting your questions and choosing what type of questions will you use. Choose where to save the form responses. In editing your form, simply click the Settings button at the top right corner of the page. Once being clicked, the General, Presentation, and Quizzes tabs will appear. On the General tab, check the Collect Email Addresses and limit to 1 responses boxes. Then click Save. On the Presentation tab, check the Show Progress Bar box. Then click Save. To create and grade quizzes with Google Forms, click the Quizzes tab and click the Make This a Quiz button. After doing this, click Save. Once being saved, you can customize your form by typing the title of the quiz, adding or deleting questions, and choosing what type of questions to be used. As you can see, I've customized my quiz form. I've already typed the questions and plausible options, and choose the multiple choice type of test. After you've typed the questions and plausible options, you can set the answer key and points to that question just by clicking the answer key button. Once being clicked, you can select the correct answer and set how many points would you give to that question. After that, click Done. To add another question, just click the Add Question button at the right part of the page. After adding and completing your questions, set your answer key and points given to each questions. If you want to duplicate a question, just click the Duplicate button at the bottom part of the page. Here, as you can see, the number 10 question was being duplicated. If you want to delete a particular question, just click the Delete button at the bottom part of the page. Here, as you can see, the number 10 question was being deleted. After you've completed doing your quiz form, you can see your output just by clicking the Preview button. Here, as you can see, this is the final output of my quiz form with questions from 1 to 10. To choose where to save the form responses, click the Responses tab and click the 3 dotted buttons at the right part of the page. Once being clicked, select the Response Destination button. Then, select the Create a New Spreadsheet and click Create button. Wait until the responses is being linked to the spreadsheet. Once the spreadsheet was linked, you finish where to save your form responses. Step 3. Send your form for people to fill out. When you are ready, you can send your form to others and collect their responses. To send your form for people to fill out, click the Send button at the top right corner of the page. Click the mail icon and enter the email addresses of the respondents whom you want to answer the quiz. After that, click Send. Click the Pin button and copy the link description. Check the shorten URL box and click the Copy button. Paste and send the copied link through Messenger or any other social media platforms to your respondents. This is how the respondents view your quiz form. They will answer the questions by selecting the right choice among the rest of the options. After completing answering questions from 1 to 10, they will click Submit button. The respondents will be notified by receiving a message that says that their response has been recorded. Checking and verifying number of responses. The creator of the quiz form can see the number of responses being received. The creator can also see the summary of the response and the total score of each respondent. The creator can see the number of responses and the different email addresses entered by the respondents. The creator can also see the answers of the respondents and the number of correct items the respondents made. After checking and verifying the respondents' answers and scores, the creator can inform the respondents about the result of their quiz by clicking the Release Score button. The creator will just click the Send Emails and Release button, and automatically, all the respondents will receive their respective scores through their email. Viewing result from the quiz. As you can see, the respondent received his score through his email. I hope you've learned something from this PowerPoint presentation. Thank you and God bless.
Ay, ano sila? Ask to unmute daw. Unmute.
Okay, get the lunch.
Sir John Ray, okay. Okay, at least 10 items. Practice. Oh, nag-sign at agree si Sir John Ray. How about Aldrin? Aldrin.
Basilag ka na, ma'am. Kaya wala na ano.
Anong lag?
Tina.
Ala. Sir Aldrin. Okay. Sir Aldrin. Okay sa atin na ang practice exercise. At 10 items. Hello, Miss Beautiful. Miss Jean. Hindi daw hindi nandiyan. Sure, okay. We will have some picture, Ma'am Shirley, may kabasa. Ay, nawala siya. Picture kayo. Picture. Oh, bacteria, blah, blah. Ay, Mark. Mo siya niya mag-picture na. Mark. Ready. Okay. Ay, Mark, join us with the picture. We will have some picture taken.
I'm already ready.
Mark, where are you, Mark? Oh, Mark. Asa cellphone ka?